Peace. Peace. Okay now. I didn't peep this shit right here. Before Port City, this nigga actually sent Necro some Instagram personal messages. A man who likes to talk about niggas trolling for the internet and stuff like that. Referring to me, that is, as opposed to just coming real, having a conversation, yada yada yada. Listen to what he had to say. And it just charged me to do a video because there's elements of this that show huge hypocrisy. Well, first let's listen.
So let me get this right. You're a street rapper, but you be ratting too, right? So you rap and rat, right? You flagging videos and shit. Why you trying to hide that video, dog? You alright? So I guess you don't be killing people no more and cutting their meat up and drinking their blood. You flagging now. You downgraded the flagging. You'll be skinning people, cutting the flesh up, and none of that wild shit you be talking about them trash ass songs. Huh? You really be flagging. That's what you be doing.
Now, a little preface. This is because this nigga Port City decided to take a compilation of Necro when he's talking to his audience and his constant use of the word nigga. You know how people put compilations together? Now, the way he got it, it looks like Necro saying nigga every few seconds. It's not like that. It's just that he cited out every few times that he might say nigga, because Necro say nigga to the consistency as any person, any black person, I guess, or any hood person would when they're just talking to their people. Obviously not nigger, not on some racist type shit or whatever, right? So he put a compilation where it sounds like, yeah, nigga, and I'll do this to you, nigga, and nigga. And as I always keep pointing out, for the most part, Necro's talking to a largely white fan base when he's saying that. But yeah, he says it just like on some regular shit. That's just him. And again, I have no problem with black folks or any folks, white folks either, that have a problem with a white person saying that. Even on some cool, casual shit. I don't have a problem with that. I think faulting niggas and making a big deal out of words that come out people's mouth, I think that's counterproductive. I personally think that's stupid, but I never impose my sensibilities on it to other people. We know the history, we know the strength, we know the stuff that go along with that stuff. So anyone that has a problem with it, sure, I understand. But the thing is, and this is for you, Port City, how come you couldn't holler at me first? Why you know this is my homeboy. You know I do business with him. You know he's a friend. Forget Necro. I'm gonna refer to him as Ronnie, my homeboy Ronnie, right? Nigga's my friend and everything. You know I had a problem with you and your peoples, whatever, and still a problem with one of your peoples. However, you hit me up, and you and I usually quell shit and everything, and I think everything's cool. You know what I'm saying? And then boom, you just pop out with this. Now it's one thing if you want here saying like, yo, why is he using the word nigga? And you question it, do a poll or something. Should he be a white man be able to say that? Yada yada yada. But no, the thing is, the problem is you went straight to attacking him and slandering him. You calling the man a racist. Like a straight up racist, practically saying he's a Klansman, and you saying he's a culture vulture, someone that's born and bred into hip hop. We ain't gonna go through it over again or whatever, right? It's like you just jump to like the highest extreme. And like I said, I know you know better. And if you don't know better, then my apologies for giving your intellect and your sensibilities way too much credit. But so now you leaving a nigga Instagram messages and shit like that. That shit is crazy. Hold up. So let's break that shit down. You're talking about he flagged you. First off, let me point this out too. In one of your other little memes, you said, "Oh, I'll do something for you, master. I'll get Port City for you." You were referring to me. Let's make it clear. I didn't do anything to you. I didn't flag you. I think, you on your pastor port shit. You're on your little hustle. You beating stupid niggas in the head with your extra blackety black shit. I don't knock you. I don't try to stop your money. The gay nigga that you rap with, I don't try to stop his money. For some reason, you trying to stop one of my people's money. And like I said, if it wasn't for me, the nigga wouldn't be on your radar. So that's another reason why I'm charged to question you and be like, what the fuck are you doing? So yeah, I's not attacking Port City. I ain't do shit to you. You went at this nigga And now you trying to like liken him to police because he happened to flag your video. Well, that's a business move. No, we're not going to equate the YouTube flags with the NYPD or the North Carolina police, wherever the fuck town you from. No, it's not the same thing. In fact, how about when you flagged me? Let me take y'all niggas back, right? What was this, 2017, early 2018? Probably 2017. Me, Portciti, LA, we did a song. Portciti brought the song to the table. It was a beat that he provided, and he did the chorus on it, and he wanted both of us to do verses on it. We do the song. The quality of it wasn't well mastered. LA, this was before YJ was mastering shit, so we were relying on whatever quality each rapper put on the respective, each respective rapper or non-respective rapper put on the song. So LA's quality was horrendous, right? So I'm like, all right, well, this ain't a song that's like, some big shit. Now, this is an important detail for whatever reason. I just don't want to leave it out. After we did the song, at some point, Portciti emailed me. I guess he wanted to redo it, maybe make it better quality, maybe do it to another beat. I forget. So he wanted me to redo my verse. I would have redone my verse probably there on the spot, but I was about to upgrade my microphone. So I was like, well, I'll do it when I get the better microphone. A little time went by, and I forgot about it, straight like that. I totally forgot that he had emailed me, and we supposed to redo that joint or whatever. I was dropping a project on DistroKid, little 3-volume album / mixtape thing. The shit had the project I'm talking about. It had beats from commercial beats, some mixtape shit, rapping over beats that's already out. Old songs with a couple other my people from years back, shit like that. So I decided to throw the song that I did with Port in LA on the shit too, right? I'm not thinking it's a big deal. Now, should I have asked permission to Portciti and the LA since he was technically on the shit too? Of course, yes, I own that. Yeah, I should have asked, but I just didn't think it was a big deal. I'm like, oh, this is just some little mixtape shit. This song ain't like some super mastered, super duper product like that's gonna be like a single or anything. Fuck it, I just put it on there because it's a dope song, right? That was my thought about it. And for whatever reason, Styles likes to bring this up. He brought this up like about a week ago, saying, yeah, ever since you did that shit with the song with Port. Well, this is what he's talking about. This very story I'm explaining right here. This is the big grimy thing that I did, allegedly, right? So I ended up having a fallout with the guy that likes to get sucked by dudes, LA. And he starts complaining that I put that song with us three on it on my little project, right? And to be clear, put it out through DistroKid. That means it's on Spotify, it's on Apple, it's on Tidal, it's on Amazon, all the places you sell your music and shit, right? So, I see this nigga complaining. I just think the nigga's being petty, just nitpicking at shit because, he's on some beefing with me shit, right? I didn't hear anything from Port having an issue with it, right? But still, I'm like, well, you know what? Let me check. So I actually messaged Portciti about it, and I asked him directly, does he have a problem with me having this song on my little project right here? I told him, look, I think LA's just my take on it is LA is just being petty, nitpicking at some shit. But I am going to ask you directly, since it is a song that you brought to us as a collective, do you have an issue with it? If he would have said yes, cool, I would have taken this shit down, replaced it with another track, and, that be that. Portciti did not answer me. He didn't answer me, right? So I'm thinking, all right, everything's cool. He didn't say shit. He didn't say no. I mean, he didn't say yes, but he didn't say no either. And my thing is like, why would he not answer that question? Or if he had a problem, why would he not tell me? There's no reason for him not to let me know. It just wouldn't make any sense. So I leave the shit alone. Next thing you know, the project gets flagged down. I had another song on that project that did like 72,000 plus YouTube views in a little less than a week, and it was rapidly growing. That song's gone. Basically, Portciti flagged the whole project down. The album that had that song on there, he flagged it down. The nigga here that's talking about Necro flagging and comparing him to police and all this other bullshit he's saying. And there's other people that done said he's a known flagger on the low and all. I don't know about that, but I know about this personal situation. He flagged my shit down when all he had to do was let me know and say, yo, dogs, yeah, I do have an issue with that. You should have asked me. I've been like, okay, my bad, cool. I'd have taken it down, and that would have been that. You know? Now, I learned the lesson that ever since then, I don't care what type of song it is, whether it's a nigga beating on pots and pans and a nigga with a whack-ass mic recording it, anything I have with anyone else on there before I do anything of a commercial level with it, I know to ask. So, yes, that was my bad. Was I being grimy? Of course I wasn't being grimy. I wasn't like on some sinister, ooh, I'm going to do this behind their back. I didn't think it was an issue, right? Niggas make an issue of it or say it's an issue. That's their right. Okay, cool. But how come Port City couldn't let me know when I asked him the fucking question? Why go right to flagging? That's why when they took me off all their songs except that one song that LA gave them permission to leave me on. That's why when I saw they were coming out with that album and they left me on that song that LA permitted them to leave me on or ordered them to leave me on, I said no. Y'all gonna take me off the other shit? You better take me off this shit too. Otherwise, I am flagging it. That's why I went to the threatening of flagging, because it's a 360 of what Port City did to me. The only difference is I gave them people way more respect, because I could have let them put it up there and then flag it on the low like Port City did me. No, I directly confronted the situation and let them know. Whereas in my case, I'm asking the nigga, he ain't saying shit. He's just flagging on the low. So, yeah, don't be talking all that shit about, oh, you flagging now, you flagging, because you did that to me as well. So are you the police? Don't you be rapping about drug dealing and New York, 90s New York type shit, type hip hop? Doesn't New York comprise your whole your whole thing? And what's up with this Black Power shit and being a drug dealer or glorifying drug dealer? Okay, even if you talk about being a former drug dealer, you still speak of it like it's a wonderful spectacle. Yet on your page, you want some extra blackity black shit. You want some, we got to stand together. We got to build each other up. Were you not destroying lives? Were you not destroying black lives back in your days of drug dealing or whatever the fuck you were doing? I was never on it like that. As a young shorty, I didn't have the heart to be able to have a fiend coming up to me all fucked up or a pregnant mother and all that. I'm not built for that. I was never built for that. My heart isn't built for that. Obviously, you were built for that, right? So were you putting aside your principles? Were you exploiting people on that type of level? It's kind of just like now. I be wanting to do hip hop blogging and all that shit, but I see it's 100% gossip. It's not about music. It's about problems that people have and about getting on the microphone and gossiping about the latest shit that's going on with people. I don't like that. That goes against my principle as a man. I don't like to gossip. Shout out to all the people that's in the game that do the blogging and are successful. I'm not knocking anybody, but I ain't for that. Port City, you right there. You for that. Anything, it just seems to me, anything of a fame-thirsting type of sort, it seems like you're front and center. So, and then, you just doing this dumb shit, and you got, getting niggas all upset, and then I gotta be the one that should be expected, even just as a black man, to make sure shit don't get out of control when you're literally poking a bear, antagonizing niggas and shit, and then I gotta be the one, or should be expected to be the one, just as a black man on some solidarity shit, to make sure shit don't go out of control. But the thing is, why are you coming at niggas like this in the first place? You know why? Because you're fame thirsty. And that's why when you did this song to me, you had to tag the dude, because you had to get his attention that way. Didn't get his attention that way, so now it's like, oh, you racist motherfucker, let me go against him. And then you think you're going to get his attention that way. He flags you because he's trying to just protect his own business. He got his own thing, making his own money, minding his motherfucking business, talking to his audience, bunch of white folks for the most part. And then here you got to go put some old slander type shit up. So, yeah, it's as simple as just flagging it. Yeah, get that shit the fuck out of there. That's not a commentary. You could have hollered at me, since I'm like the intermediary between my homeboy or whatever. You could be like, yo, dog, what's up with your man saying nigga, man? He be saying nigga and all that. It's a white dude. I ain't really feeling that. And then I'd have replied. I'd have, gave what I understand his reasoning for it is or whatever. And we could have a conversation of it. We could have probably had like a panel or something where it could have been a discussion with him on it. He could defend himself. You could defend your part. You might even teach him something he didn't even think about, and he could learn or grow from it, or you could learn or grow from it. Productive type shit. Not destructive shit, that productive shit that you fakely try to say black people need to be on, while meanwhile in action form you're just doing, you go right to the destruction. But that's it.